Respawn has just let the cat out of the bag, and we are going to be having another collection event in Apex Legends very soon. This one is called System Override, and while we have a whole bunch of brand new skins and stuff coming and a new heirloom for Octane, which looks super cool, today I wanted to talk about some of the balance and mechanical implications that I have noticed within the video. This video, of course, is sponsored by EA. The big thing I want to talk about right out of the gate are the brand new Evo shields. So this is a variant on current armor. Basically what it is as you deal damage to other targets, your Evo shield will evolve from white level 1 to blue level 2 to purple level 3, and then instead of a gold level 4, it is a red level 4. Which instead of having 100 as the cap, is actually going to be 125 shields as the maximum. As of right now, the specific damage values for upgrading this Evo shield are not known. There's a lot of unknowns here, but we'll break them down one at a time. What we do know is that when you loot this armor for the first time from the world, it will be level 1 or white rarity. However, it'll be different from your typical level 1 armor, in that it only has 25 points of shield instead of your normal 50. This is also kind of true for your level 2 armor or blue rarity, where it will have 50 shields as opposed to 75. So this shield overall on the low end is going to be worse than a typical armor. However, as you level this thing up, when you get to level 3 and level 4, that's when it starts to get a little bit special. So actually, it's only really level 4. Level 3 will make you equivalent to current level 3 armor, where you have a maximum capacity of 100. But if you get to level 4 on this armor, instead of you going to gold rarity, where you basically still have 100 armor but are able to heal it faster with the fast healing perk, instead you will keep the normal shield healing speed, but you will have a cap of 125. So this is kind of interesting, where if you want to take the risk on Evo shields, you're going to need to do a lot of damage pretty quick to get your armor leveled up to at least level 3, so that way you can actually have equivalent armor to other people in the game. And if you can't get up to that, then you're just going to be behind. But you have potential to go all the way up to 225. And if you stick that on a fortified legend like Caustic or Gibraltar, you're pretty beefy. So there is potential here for this armor to be pretty good. And I think it's an interesting way of perhaps offering an alternative to level 4 gold armor, for example, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it actually plays out. I don't want to theory craft this too hard yet, and I don't want to set people's expectations in a weird way. So just be aware, it's going to work a little bit differently. And also, as you level the armor up, you're going to notice that you're not healing the armor as you level it up. So when you go from level 1 to level 2, you're going to go from a max of 25 armor to a max of 50, but you're going to get empty bars to fill up. Same thing for when you go from 2 to 3. It's going to give you 2 more empty bars to go from a max of 50 to a max of 100. So keep all that in mind. It's going to work a little bit strangely. The risk reward, who knows what it's going to be like. It might be great. It might be a good way of guaranteeing that if you can get it to level 4, you're going to have good armor without trying to rely on getting a gold armor, for example. So it's an interesting take. It's an interesting wrinkle to the game, and we'll just have to wait and see how it actually pans out. One other thing I noticed that I wanted to point out, and I'm not sure a lot of people saw this, is that we do see very briefly Bloodhound using their tactical ability, Eye of the Allfather, which is, for you PC players, it's the Q. It's the wall hack ability. And when you use that, typically, it's a fairly short range, but it reveals enemies, blah, blah, blah. In this video, we see Bloodhound using it, but the range is significantly increased, like 3, 4, 5 times the normal distance. Now, it still extends out at the same rate, so it's kind of slow in how it pulses out, and I can't really tell if it's like 180 degrees or 360 degrees or like what the cone radius is for this ability, but the fact remains that the range is significantly improved. Just look at that. It's huge. So is this the buff that Bloodhound needs to become a viable legend? Probably not. Probably not. But is it enough to perhaps make the legend playable in casual and not make you feel like you are like weighing your team down against this 3 or 4 Pred squads you're bound to face in the current skill-based matchmaking situation. Like, I don't know. I think that Baby Bloodhound could be worth trying some more for all you sweaty players like me out there who like refuse to even play the character because the head hitbox is so big and other weird, you know, downsides of the character. It's something. So I don't know. What do you all think? Let me know, because I am not totally convinced that that's enough, but I mean, that's all that we can see visually from this trailer. There may be more. There might not. That change we see in the trailer might not even make it into the actual game. It might just be some weird holdover that we weren't even supposed to notice, and it's just like a bug of the video. You know, who knows? But it's certainly something, and I'm looking forward to it. I think Bloodhound needs whatever bits of love they can possibly get. They've always kind of been like this bar for, if you're better than Bloodhound, you're probably okay as a legend. And if you are at Bloodhound's level or below, then you need some help. So hopefully the bar is being raised here and Bloodhound can become a somewhat viable legend once again. Beyond that, there's really not a whole lot of gameplay in this video, so I can't pick out a whole lot else that is of value, but I think that the Bloodhound thing is, you know, the most important, and I'd be remiss not to talk about the big Evo shield thing that is plastered all over your screen. So I know it's a little shorter video. I know it's maybe not as much depth as you might have liked, but that's what I got. So hopefully this spurs a little bit of good discussion from you guys down in the comments. I'm looking forward to see what you all have to say. If you want to see more videos like this, you all know what to do. And I hope to see you back here on YouTube very soon, or perhaps over on Twitch. I'll see you again very soon. Take care.